Hey guys, Buffin Gaming back, bringing another video today, and this is for our blueprint series. We're going to be covering the geometric blueprint bundle, and what this comes with is you can see here on screen, comes with the Polytope assault rifle, which is a blueprint for the M4A1, turning it into something very similar to the SR25 weapon conversion that we made with some differences. And it does have a very similar receiver to the XRK blueprint, as well as, I believe, the zip tie. So we'll go ahead and jump into that. You can see it on screen, as well as the Hive Mind emblem. The calling card is Rat Race, and then it also comes with 2 tier skips. So this blueprint bundle is only 1,000 COD points, which is a fairly low end for a weapon and 2 tier skips. I think that's a decently fair price. So what I'm going to do is going to review the blueprint, show you some gameplay of it in multiplayer so you can see how it handles, and then some preferred attachments and how I like to run this in a multiplayer game. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And now on screen you can see the final model of the blueprint itself is how it comes. So you can see it is the changes, major cosmetic changes to this are with the handguard, the magazine being the 458 SOCOM. We have the Polytope camo on the handguard, the buttstock, the pistol grip, the magazine, and then also we have a different colored variable zoom scope, which is a like a goldish color. So let's go ahead and get into this blueprint at base as it comes. So the Polytope blueprint comes at base with a Corvus custom marksman barrel. So this is the M16A4 style barrel, and again, this is the same one we use on the SR25 build, which I'll link below. What this does for pros is going to be damage at range, bullet velocity, and recoil control, with the cons being aim down sight speed and movement speed. Next up, there's no muzzle, no laser, variable zoom, so this one's going to allow you to toggle between 3 and 5.6, because this is really going to be kind of you're going to want to toggle this to select fire and tap fire this either in full auto or do single shot burst at this. This is going to be more of your DMR. It's very similar to the SR25 we made. Now also for the stock here, you can see by default it comes with a Forge Tech CQS cosmetic change. So it resembles the Forge Tech CQS, but you can see the base stock is that of a regular M4. So you have a base stock for the M4, but it is modeled after the Forge Tech CQS. You can see here just with that Polytope camouflage on there. So that the pros and cons that apply to this Forge Tech CQS are not going to be applicable to the buttstock on this. You're going to have the standard M4A1 buttstock stats with this weapon, just cosmetic change to that. Next up, the perk frangible wounding. So what this is going to do is inflict wounding effect. So you're going to take longer to heal. Bullets cause target healing to be briefly delayed. No rear grip on this particular build. And for the ammunition, obviously it's using the 458 SOCOM. So you get 10 rounds with that. The pros here being +2 damage as well as range. The cons being the rate of fire, aiming recoil control, and the magazine ammo capacity. And then underbarrel here we have the Master Key shotgun 12 gauge. So I believe this comes with 3 or 4 shots in it. Underbarrel shotgun is the pro, the con being the ADS speed for the weapon. But this thing is a killer at close range, and you can pop off 2 shots, 3 shots very quickly and take down a target. So I think, don't quote me, I believe it's 2 shots or 3. You'll see it in the gameplay. I do use it and get some good kills with it. And up close at a medium range there for CQB, it destroys people with 1 shot. So that is the overall blueprint. Now, how does it change when we switch out attachments? So one thing, if we were to change any of the stocks, or I'm sorry, not the stocks, the barrel attachments, you can see you do not retain that same Polytope camouflage on the handguard. You go back, you revert to a base stock that you would get on the M4A1, even with here's the standard 14.5 inch, and any of these, even if we did a M16 Grenadier, that's how it looks. So you don't retain that Polytope camouflage on the handguard, unfortunately. Now if we were to switch up the sight, you can see obviously you just really no big major cosmetic changes here. You just don't have that goldish tint to any of the scopes that you do with the variable. And the stock, again, you can switch this up. You can see, yeah, you would get, this is more similar to the SR25 model that we did, just also with the underbarrel attachment for the bipod, but you can see that's just a basic M16 stock, so there's no cosmetic changes. Even with a Forge Tech CQS, this would not retain the Polytope camouflage, so you need that base stock to get the cosmetic change to the Force Tech CQS, as well as the Polytope camo. Rear grip, you put on pistol grip, it kind of glitches. It doesn't really show on the outside as much, which is fine. I mean, it looks a little weird there. That might be a little bit of a glitch, but no big deal. And then for the ammo, you can see if you were to deselect it, you'd have the base M4A1 ammo. And then just the different ones here, you would have the standard Stenag mags there. And then for underbarrel, there's no changes here. This is just going to be standard underbarrel attachments, as you can see. So this is the final design for the blueprint, the Polytope, which comes with the geometric bundle. Now, how I like to run this, I'm going to strip this down so you can see it at base. How I like to run this is with the Corvus Custom Marksman barrel, also the holographic sight on there, and put that EOTech on. Well, you leave the stock as is. For the ammunition, go ahead and do a 50-round Stenag mag. Underbarrel, I'm going to go ahead and select a Ranger foregrip on this. And then I'm also going to throw on a tack laser. So now we have more of an M16 build. And this is something very similar to the M16 A3, A4 builds that I did in those videos. And you can see that fat 50-round Stenag mag there versus like a 60 round, which I wouldn't want this just because we don't want to take that Ergo hit. So I think 50 is good, and we get that black magazine. So cosmetically, how does this blueprint add up? I think it is basically an XRK weapon base. And you can see if we run it, it does say 458 SOCOM on the upper receiver of this weapon. It does say Singard arms. You see SA there. And you have more of the Polytope camouflage. But at base, it is the same upper as we see on the XRK, and as well as the zip tie, and I believe maybe one other blueprint there. But this is a pretty cool looking build. I like this one overall. I was using this in game as well. But right now, let's jump into the gameplay with the base Polytope blueprint. And what you can see, I'm going to be using this on Crash, and you can see I'll use it at different situations. So I'll start out using it kind of at range, as it's supposed to be used. I'll toggle between a 3-round burst, or not a 3-round burst, a fully auto with a 458 SOCOM, and then as well as using a select fire to single fire and just tapping people out at range. So this is really going to be, you want to use this very similar to the SR25 that we did in the conversion series, is use it at range and tap fire. But if you need to use it up close with that variable zoom sight, it definitely is very effective, and you'll see me use it at different ranges here. Overall, I use it long and short, and also that Master Key shotgun, like I said, is just devastating at close to medium range as well. So that definitely came in clutch and saved me a couple times there, be able to get that close quarters protection. There's a couple times here where people will be rushing me up on the 3-stack roof there, and I just one-tap them and get them out. So I do get a chopper in this gameplay. Playing smart, trying to be cautious and use the weapon as it's intended to be used, more so as an SR25 like we made in the conversion videos. Use it at range as a DMR and see what we can do. So let me know down below what you think of this particular blueprint, the Polytope blueprint for the geometric bundle. Let me know if this is something that you bought, if you've used it. I think overall the blueprint with that Polytope camo, it is pretty neat and it's nice to have, but there's no real cosmetic changes to the weapon. Besides that, there's no really reskins to it, but I think overall it does look pretty cool, and I think it would be neat to be able to select your camo pattern similar to this in the future, as far as putting it on the handguard, the buttstock, and pick and choose where you want the camo in particular, instead of just the whole entire rifle besides the magazine. But we'll see what they do with that. It sounds like they are going to mix and match down the road, but this is the Polytope blueprint for the M4A1, making it more so, as I said, into an SR25. And then you can also make it into a really nice looking M16 that I made and showed you guys how I like to run it as well. So I did play with this a lot. I do like it. It is very effective if you use it how it's intended. And those 458 SOCOM rounds that we've seen in the other builds that I've done for that just completely wreck people. So very nice to have. It hits really hard, 1-2 shot kill, especially here I'm playing in realism. So you'll see a couple headshots that just one tap people and they drop right away, which is really the nice part about realism, as well as that Master Key. Just any headshot with that, it's game over. You have a good likelihood of getting it because you have the spread of the shotgun. So let me know what you guys think of this video, and until next time, Buffman Gaming, out.
They have two. Take those objectives. overhead. Enemy personal radar overhead.
The back end. Reload.
Missile ready to launch.
Direct hit.
Allied overhead. You're needed at Charlie. Securing A. Securing Bravo. Attack those positions. We're holding Alpha. Enemy UAV overhead. Got a VTOL on station, ready to deploy.
Horseman 3-2 on station. Sending.
Securing B. They have two. Retake those objectives. Gunner ready.
This is Horseman 3. We're taking fire.
Bravo, stand by.
Enemy at the hotel.
Bravo secure.
Thunder 1-2 is down. We're coming apart. It's going down. Big.
Allied cruise missile launched.
No свидания.
Allied UAV overhead.
Enemy at the shop. Rest in peace.
Forget the score. Fight for. We have two objectives. Take the third.
This is Thunder. We need to refuel. I wish.
Allied UAV overhead. The objective is lost. We are not.